Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be back on YouTube. I'm so happy to be back posting content. I'm so sorry that I just literally just disappeared and I just didn't tell you anything what was happening. Yes, okay, I posted, if you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, you would have seen I posted a couple of reels, a couple of Instagram posts, a couple of stories. But other than that, I haven't really been posting much content, which I'm so sad about. But I just needed that time just to take a couple of weeks off. And I'm back, and I feel like content creators do need to take that time away because, yeah, okay, this isn't my full-time job, but realistically, it is my full-time job. If it is your full-time job, you're working for yourself. You're not working for, a management. You're not working with other employees. It's just literally just you on your own. Yeah, okay, you could work for a company and do social media that way, but majority, like what I'm talking about, like content creation, being an influencer, is mainly working for yourself. So you don't get sick pay, you don't get holiday. You produce as much content as you can because that's your living, and you know, if you don't post in a week, you have missed a week's pay. If you are ill, you have missed a week's pay. And I get it. Like, I get it. You can't help it being ill, and I agree. You need time off and things like that. But you've got to do it in a way where you're going to make sure that you have pay, because so you can pay for your bills, so you can pay for certain things. So I needed to take a bit of a break away, and I'm so glad to be back. But yeah, as I said, we will talk about this later this afternoon. Plans for today are I'm just about to head downstairs and get on with a bit of chores around the house, just give the kitchen a bit of a tidy up. I really want to get the last couple of bits for my sister's birthday, which is on Friday. So by the time you see this vlog, it would have already been her birthday. I want to come back on Sunday. The reason why I picked Sunday this week is, or next week, depending on how you look at it, is because I want to be able to batch film vlogs, have a load of vlogs ready, have them all edited, go edit them by day, post them when they're ready, so they're ready, to be scheduled, so I don't have to stress edit, I don't have to, panic myself that, a video is not going to get up on time, because I'm very much obsessed with making sure, my YouTube videos are up on time. So then I can spend a bit of time, obviously, batch filming, reels, TikToks, getting photos, that kind of thing for things, so I can post a lot of content, and then I can slowly get back to, hopefully, posting, filming, posting, if that makes sense. So, in a bit more of a real time rather than 2 weeks later, a week later. And yes, I kind of want to spend this week actually, obviously get back into posting content again, but also, yeah, hence why I picked Sunday. So anyway, so it's going to be her birthday on Friday. She's going to be turning 18, and I've got her main gift, which I've already wrapped. One of her main gifts is coming. It's I asked for a replacement because the one that they sent me wasn't the one that I wanted. It was a complete different design, which hoping it can be for her birthday. Fingers crossed. Because I was disappointed when it arrived. It arrived on Friday. I opened it up at my desk. I was really excited. I loved it isn't the flower that I wanted. She loves lilies and tulips, and I wanted to try and get maybe one with a lily on or a tulip on. But all the ones that I could add, a lily on, or add, particular detailing on, wasn't going to come anyway into her birthday. Like, I was looking at this even weeks in advance. I was looking on Etsy, and it wasn't even going to come into like predicted it wasn't going to come, because a lot of it was going to come from you know, the United States. It was all, and I was looking like weeks in advance. I was looking weeks in advance, and I still hadn't found one until a couple of weeks ago, a couple of days ago, and then yeah, they sent me the wrong one, so I'm having to get a replacement. So fingers crossed it's come. So, but other than that, I've got my main gift. I've already sorted. That was fine. That was just going to be a little extra because, yeah, I'll explain all about that later on this afternoon. So we're going to head over to Home Bargains in a bit because my mum saw these Harry Potter sweets, and our little tradition that we like to do each year, which we've done for I can remember, where my sister and I would buy each other their favourite sweets. So I would buy my sister her favourite sweets as a little like extra gift kind of thing. So yeah, so we would do that. So for first or so, when it's my birthday, she'll buy me my favourite sweets. Between 1 or 2 packets, depending on what our favourite sweets are at the time. I always like to give her 2 options, just in case she can't get me that one of the options. So my favourite sweets are Percy Pigs. I love Percy Pigs. I don't know who doesn't. I love the fizzy pigtails. Actually, I adore those. I love really like sour sweets. I watch this TikToker. She tries sour sweets, and the way that she describes how she likes sour sweets is like, oh my god, that's how I like my sour sweets. I like sour sweets where it's not like, oh my god, that's so sour. Like, I want like it tingles on your tongue. I want that kind of sourness. I want you to be able to go, not like, if you get what I'm saying, like I don't like, so toxic waste. That's disgusting for me. But like those, oh my god. And yeah, so she goes around the whole of the UK trying to find the sour sweets that match that vibe. Because obviously, fizzy pigtails in M&S is a little bit expensive if you want a little bit of a weekly treat. And if you do it weekly, it's going to obviously be even expensier. So she kind of wants to find the same level of sourness. Obviously, there's like, she has to like, all those, like the company that does fruit pastels. So I'm going to head over to Home Bargains to go and get her those Harry Potter sweets, and then I'm also going to get her some other ones. So she likes squashies, pinballs, so she likes those. So I'm going to see if there's any of those down there. And I want to also have a bit of an actual proper look in Home Bargains. I haven't been to Home Bargains because this Home Bargains is actually a new store. It was actually Home Base to begin with, and then obviously they closed down, and then Home Bargains has been in. And the only time, you know, I've been twice. I've been one with my mum and dad when it first opened. It was a nightmare on the first day, and then a couple of days later, a couple of weeks later, like a weekend later or something, I popped down with my dad after going to the tip, and that's the only time I've been to Home Bargains. And I want to go down there. I want to go down to the home section. If you've been following me for a very long time, you would know that I want to transform my room to child bedroom to, well, it's not, obviously this isn't my childhood bedroom, this is more my teen bedroom because obviously we moved, so what I class as my childhood bedroom isn't my bedroom anymore, but majority of the stuff in my room is for what I had as a child, and I just want to change it up a little bit. I'm very much into the Nancy Mars aesthetic, a neutral kind of person, or you know, people always say neutral girly. I'm very much a neutral kind of person, neutral girly, if you if you wanted to. And yeah, this year I really want to start to transform my bedroom into that Nancy Mars neutral, beige, creams, lots of browns, gold, wood tones, cosy vibes, very Nancy Mars aesthetic, but without the blue and white pattern. I just feel, I don't know, I love the blue and white pattern, but for me it has to work in certain spaces. It has to work in certain homes, um, and how you've decorated your home, the blue and white um, pattern. Like, so I follow this content creator who, again, she's a neutral girly. She did literally just say in her last vlog though that she's not a beige girly. She's a blue girly, which. But in her previous video, she has always said, she's going to be a beige girly at heart. Anyway, so she lived. So when she moved in into her first ever home with her fiance. Well, at the time it was her partner, but now it's her fiance. It was a brand new, renovated house. I think it's a semi. No, it's not a semi. It's a detached. Is it? What's the singular house? I can't think of what the singular house is called. But it was, like a singular house. It's not like joining on to another house or anything like that. Yeah, there's neighbours, but they're not joining on. It's a detached house. Is it a detached house? So then we'll head out. I kind of want to head out before 11:30. Want to get back before 12. Have lunch, and then later this afternoon, I'm going to give my room a bit of a tidy up. It is a bit of a mess at the moment, so we're going to give it a bit of a tidy up, and then we're going to sit down later this afternoon, have a bit of a catch up, and yeah. Guys, so I have now just finished off tidying up the kitchen. I've just done a couple of things around the house. I'm just about to now head out. I thought before we head out we could do a bit of an outfit of the day. So I'm just wearing this basic t-shirt from H&M, this oversized quarter zip which is kind of like tucked in, just because it's like a dress on me. Yeah, I love it because I like the extra bagginess like vibe, and it's like very loose and everything. Um, but it's like a dress on me, which I just don't like. So I've tucked it in, and then I've popped on my favourite brown jeans, well my only brown jeans, and these jeans I've actually been living in. I really need to go out and get like a range of different like jeans and trousers. I just think you can't have too many pairs of jeans. I've also just popped on. I don't know if you can see, but I've just popped on my hiking shoes just because it is raining and I don't want to get my feet wet. Because yesterday I came home and my feet were soaking. I think I must have a hole. And then I've also just gone around my raincoat. Might grab my umbrella actually, just to be on the safe side. I don't want to be again soaking because I came home yesterday because I was out all yesterday. And because I pop out, and I came home and my trousers were soaked. I'm just going to take my bag and then just head out now. Head out, go to Home Bargains. I could have gone to Home Bargains yesterday, but I wanted to vlog and take you with me and see what home bits are in and everything like that. So we're going to head down to Home Bargains now. Get back, make yourself a nice cup of tea. Oh, do I take a drink? Now you want to take a drink. I mean, yeah, it's good to head home. We are now in Home Bargains. I've just picked up my sister in Harry Potter Street. They do the red one, but I just think she might like these more. And I've also picked up these squashies. I know she likes, I think, the pink ones, but I wasn't too sure. The pink packet, so I wasn't too sure. I just picked up these. I've just come down the home section, just going to have a little bit of a look. There isn't really much. There's down this aisle anyway. I think there's a lot more on the other aisles, but we're just down the lamp aisle at the moment, and cushions and clocks. But yeah, I'm enjoying having a little bit of a browse. I haven't, as I said, I haven't been here when I get to have a look on my own, and actually go down every aisle and actually have a bit of a scope or anything, because when we've been before it was just a quick one, get a couple of bits, that was it. But yeah. So we're down at the candle aisle. Let's try a couple of the candles. Cardamom. I don't know. Olive greens. This one? It's just a bit. It's Gilmore Girls! I've just realised it's Gilmore Girls. Oh! But I like a bit of Gilmore Girls. Pink Panoni. The mug aisle. I love this croissant time one. I really like that one. They do it in a breakfast time one as well. I love this one here. I think that would be a really good cup of tea. Oh, look at these little cute ones. They haven't got a lot of selection. It's not like TK Maxx or anything, but they have got some really cute mugs. I love this one. I'm actually on a hunt for a neutral mug, but I don't think I like these as much. I don't quite like the handle. I'm very much like a basic. We are now home. I have just made myself a quick bowl of literally butter pasta, dry cooked pasta, with scraping of butter and some cheese. I just really love this kind of meal. Yeah, okay. It's bad for you. But I just love it. I just love it with the cheese, I just love it, and it's very quick and easy. Yeah, I've just got, as I said, just got back. Literally as soon as I left Home Bargains, it absolutely poured down. I'm so grateful that I took my umbrella, because I would have been drenched. Like, my bag would have been drenched, you would have been drenched, all of the bits that I picked up would have been drenched. But yeah, so I came home, changed, pop on some pasta, and I just thought we could go through all the bits that I picked up for Charlie. So I picked up this bag, which I'm just going to pop all of her main gifts in. Well, her main gift, and then the thing that I'm going to show you, which has arrived. Fingers crossed it is the right one. It's going to go in here. And I just really liked it, and also it's got like a label, so I can write my like happy birthday Charlie. And it was like 79p. See, that sells like gift wrapping things, and that would be like £1.50. So I'll definitely be going to Home Bargains to get all my gift bags. In the future, I also picked up a packet of these Haribo. As I said, they did a red packet. They do a red packet, and I was just like, what would you prefer? So I looked at both of them, and I was just like, should probably prefer this one, because you've got cherry. There's a cherry flavour, Potterface, a cola flavour, like the hat that they have, the talking hat thing. I don't know what it's called. Candy floss is the like they have a zigzag. Lemon sherbet is the golden snitch and an envelope, and then we've got Hegwig and the butterbeer, like a butterbeer is caramel, and then we've got sweet apple, which is, I don't know what it is. I think it's a mandrake, and the 9 3 4/4 train station stand. But yes, I just thought I'd pick that one up. So I got that, as I said, there was a red flavoured, and as I said, I picked up some squashies. I think she likes the watermelon flavour, which I think is the pink packet. So I just picked up this just to be on the safe side. And for her gift, for one of her gifts, so what happened was, so she had this, I don't know if I said already, but she had this compact mirror, which got given in a set. With like, it came with makeup, it came with like all a set, and she loved it. She had it for years, and it was a really good handy thing for her. She enjoyed every single thing. And then one of her friends at school, when she was at school, broke it. She was in games. And she asked, her friend asked for it, and she dropped it, and she was very, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And she went home the next day. She went home, and then the next day she brought in her compact mirror and gave it to Charlie. So it had kind of a bit of the one that I broke kind of had a bit of a meaning, and yeah, had a bit of a meaning, had a bit of thing, and she loved it. It was I think she said it was like an improvement to the one that she originally had, and then so one day it was in her little handbag that she had it on her bed. I wanted to sit down, chat to her, and I kind of like I kind of like chucked the bag onto the ground, which made the mirror crack. But mind you, the mirror was already old. It fell apart like into 2 pieces a couple of times. So it was definitely like already broken, if you get what I'm saying. And yeah, I was really upset, because I don't like breaking with other people's stuff. I hate when, like, my sister broke these bowls, and I just was like, oh my god, I feel so terrible for mum now. Like, mum loves these bowls. So I decided for my birthday to get another one. Arrived, had the wrong design, the wrong pattern, as I said, so I had to get a replacement. Here it is. So it's called the Howson London Company. I'm really scared to open it and it be the wrong way. Oh, please. Ah! I panicked then, but I think it's the ah! 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 Okay! Oh, it is the right one. I'm so happy. I think there's a bit of a film on it, which is good. Or is that just the clip? I don't know. But wait, yeah, there's a film on it. That's great. So you can take the film off. That's just great. Oh, here you go. It's probably got all my finger marks all over it. Oh my god, that is so. That is. I'm so happy. Um. Um. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm gonna put it in the box before I break it. Oh no, that's not. So I'm gonna eat my lunch, and then I'm gonna make my mum some lunch, and then I thought what we'll do is we'll just organise and give my bedroom a bit of a bedroom reset, do a bit of a bedroom reset, and then I need to get on with a bit of computer work, and then later this afternoon we'll sit down, as I said, we might actually wrap up the last couple of bits and get the bags all ready and have a bit of a catch up. But yeah, so I'm so glad that I went out then because it has not stopped raining since I stepped to the door. It stopped halfway as I was walking home. Um, it was only like a 5-10 minute shower anyway. Um, but now, as soon as I stepped through the door, it has not stopped raining. But anyway, I'm going to eat my lunch and then I head upstairs, get on with a bit of tidy. Guys, I have just spent the last couple of hours on my computer and I just thought it would be perfect time now to sit down and get my sister's birthday gifts all ready for Friday. I don't want to be rushing last minute putting it all together. So what I want to do is I want to write my card out, write my gift card out, put everything in its bag, and so that's all ready. But whilst we do it, I thought, as I said in the intro, I want to sit down and have a bit of a catch up at the same time, and yeah, I'm not too sure at the moment if I want to pop my sister's item. She's home, by the way, so whatever I say, I've got to make sure she doesn't know what the items are. I was going to pop it in this bag here, but now I've bought this bag, I might even put everything in this bag and just keep everything like in the bag. Does that make sense? Because my mum gave me this bag because I told her what I was going to get for her. And she went, "Oh, why don't you put it in there?" I'm like, I could, but I don't know, and I just didn't know if I was going to just get a gift tag, and I just didn't know what to do with my main gift. Like, was I just going to get a gift tag? Was I going to just get a bag with it? I do actually prefer a gift bag because it comes with a gift tag majority of the time, and then you won't have to go and spend extra money on buying extra gift tags and that kind of thing. And what I quite like about it, it all kind of matches the colour scheme that I've kind of gone with. The only thing obviously doesn't really is the wrapping paper, but other than that, it's fine. So like the pink kind of matches like the bag, for example, on my cards, on the cards envelope, and the ribbon, and obviously it kind of matches the pink on this bag as well. So if I did end up using this, and yeah, so I just think it all goes together really, really nicely. But yeah, I'm not too sure if I'm going to use this. I could end up saving it for her 19th birthday. I could always save that for her 19th birthday. Get something to get small to go in there. But yeah, so what should we do first? I think we should write up my card. The first question, the first thing I obviously want to talk about is where have I been? What's happened? Why did I miss a couple of weeks? And it isn't anything really to worry about. It wasn't anything. So I don't know if you know, but I am obviously trying to work out what I want to do in my life. What's my next steps? Obviously, I haven't been to college for a year now. I've been looking for apprenticeships. I've been looking for jobs, and obviously, I haven't managed to get one of those yet. So what I've been doing is I've been doing this as my job. Obviously, this isn't. I'm not getting paid, but I'm treating it as my job. So yeah, like if you want to do this as a hobby, you've got to kind of treat it as a job, no matter what, if that makes sense. And this year, I said I wanted to create as much content as possible. I wanted to see if I can grow all of my accounts, get them quite high. Even if it's literally 100 more followers, then that's what I want. And I just want to, produce as much content as I can. And I started becoming obsessed with getting every video out on a Wednesday, getting every video on a Sunday for YouTube, like getting them out 6 p.m. on a Wednesday, 9 a.m. on a Sunday, make sure those are ready. So, for example, I would film on a Tuesday and I would rush edit, and I'd be stressed and I'd be stressing and like trying to get it out on time. Obviously, it's not a big deal because obviously not many people watch my videos in terms of long form, but I still want to make sure that you guys have got consistently, and I have started to grow. My audience has started to grow since I've been started to post YouTube Shorts, which is really good. And I don't know why I haven't posted more shorts in the past. I don't know why I never really did that, and why it took me so long to start to do that. Really bit down, and I think I also, because I would film a vlog, and then because I'm one of those people that I have to have it a certain way. Any mistake in filming, any major big mistake in filming, it could even be me if I was making myself a cup of tea. Sometimes, and nothing could be wrong. It could literally just be the fact that sometimes, I don't know, for some reason I was just getting stressed. Like I could just do something really, really simple, and it could be look really, really good on camera, and then I don't know, I just get really stressed. So but I also thought it was kind of giving me a bit of a creativity block as well, and yeah, and I also feel like if you're self-employed, you don't get sick pay, you don't get paid, you don't get holidays. You have to work every single day of the year. 365 days a year you have to work. You have to be posting videos, filming videos, editing videos. You have to be quite active. Even if you don't post every single day, even if you don't post you're not as active, let's say on Instagram, you've still got to be quite active. You've still got to be posting the content out there, making sure that there's content. You've got to be quite, especially also when you're growing your account. When you're growing your account, you've got to be quite consistent. You've got to be quite active. You've got to be posting stories. You've got to be doing this. You've got to do that. If you get what I'm saying. And if you don't, you're not going to get paid. You're not going to get paid for that week. Might not get paid. And if you don't post any content for a week, you're more likely not going to get paid. Yeah, okay, if your videos do get engagement and that kind of thing, then yeah. But a lot of creators, after a couple of days, their video will not get put on the For You page, and you might get one or two people looking at it, a week, a day, but you won't get that fast the majority. So if you do take a sick day, if you do take a holiday, you've got to work out how could you, obviously if you did become sick, you can't control your health and you can't control that. But if you're going on holiday, some people like to pre-record things. But what I found was I was obsessed with, I want my channel to do well, I want my channel to do well, I want my channel to do well, I want to make sure there's a lot of content, there's a lot of videos. I was getting upset because my Instagram videos wasn't really doing well, my YouTube shorts were doing well, but my long form content, which I put a lot of effort in, wasn't doing well. So it was a bit of a mixture, and I just needed that time to calm down, get my thinking cap back on, see what I want to do, that kind of thing, what kind of videos I want to produce. And yeah, I think I'm going to be back. As I said, it will take me a bit of a long time. And then, so if you follow me on Instagram, let me just write this card out first. So what's happened is, so a couple of weeks ago, on my granddad's birthday, we were at my granddad's house. Well, just before we were going up to go on my granddad's house, just before dinner, because we were going to go off. We went up after dinner. So between me having dinner, just before we were about to leave to go to granddad's, I was trying to update my Instagram because I had a problem with Instagram. So I went into Google Play, and it was there, but saying update. So I hit update. It wasn't updating, and at that time, I got called either to go and have dinner or to head out so we can go to Granddad's house. So I took my phone with me, and I tried to do it at Granddad's house whilst he was opening it, and it wouldn't download. So I installed it and then reinstalled it. But then I couldn't get. So I logged in, tried to log in into my main account, and I couldn't get in. I couldn't get in. And not because I didn't know my password, but because of this two-factor authentication, two-way factor authentication, which I never set up in the first place. I never set up, and it was asking me for a code, but I don't have a code because I never set it up. Okay. And that was the only option. Then there was backup codes. Well, I never knew there was anything such thing as the two-way authentication. The only two-way authentication I set up originally was for me to get a text, which I put in a code, and it will verify me and log me in. So that was the only two-way, and I was like, oh my god, I haven't got anything. I tried doing Facebook, but because for some reason Facebook didn't let me log in, and to do it so Facebook will log me in. So I would go in from my Facebook, but it wouldn't log me in. Go through the settings, and in settings, in Facebook, you can change certain accounts information. You can change the two-way authentication, passwords, that kind of thing. So I went in, but apparently it wouldn't allow me to do it, which frustrated me. So I had to then go on to my. So I came home really cross, really upset because I wasn't able to get into my Instagram. And I worked my socks off with my Instagram. I put a lot of effort into it, making it aesthetically pleasing to look at, that kind of thing. I really make it really aesthetic and pleasing. But luckily my old phone, because I upgraded my phone in January, Stu logged in. So I logged in, and it was there, and I was able then to turn it off and log in. but then I set up the two-way authentication on my new phone. So I set it up properly, it was up and working once I got in, and what happened was, phone had a problem. I needed, a week later, I needed to then reset my phone because I wasn't able to log in. I was putting in my PIN, putting in my PIN, and every time I was putting in my PIN, because my phone in the night did a reset. Well, one day, a week later, because I set my phone at the time to do a restart in the evening. So when I wake up, my phone isn't lagging or anything like that. I set it to only when it needs to do it. Like if my phone's needs to be, if my phone's lagging or something, and it needs to do it, then I've set it to do it at night time. And that night it must have needed restart. By the way, this is a week later. So I've had my Instagram account for a week, access to the account for a week later. Then, what happened was because I wasn't able to get back into my phone, I had to do a factory reset on my phone, which meant the two-way authentication that I set up has been removed and didn't back up, because the backup was turned on. I had it turned on, but it must have not backed up in time. Because I've changed a couple of things with my security for my Microsoft account for things like that, but so it must have not backed up in time. So yeah, I have logged out. I've been trying to go through my other accounts to see if I can log back in, turn it off, but it won't allow me to turn it off. Which is now really annoying. So yeah, I have been logged out. What is even annoying is Instagram doesn't have a human agent to chat to anymore. It is AI, and AI doesn't have all the answers. AI, they get the meta AI that they use on their website, and if you ask for help, doesn't know all the answers. All it does is give you links and links and links, which half of those links doesn't even tell you any of the information on what you need to do. Backup codes, I can't access anything. So that's why I've been a bit quiet. I have made myself a new Instagram. I've verified myself, so I'm paying for the subscription. Well, I'm only going to do it for months to see if I can get my old Instagram back. But until I can, I would love it if you could go and give that a follow. It's the same kind of username, but without the dash. It's linked down below. I will change the link down below to my Instagram, to my new Instagram. Or you can literally just type my name in and it will be the one with the blue text. So it's the same profile picture, almost the same username, it's just slightly different. Let's do my full name, that kind of thing. That kind of thing, if that makes sense. That probably doesn't make sense. So that's kind of why I haven't really been posting. So I've been a bit stressed about that. My goal was, so what I had to do, the only option for me to get back into my account was to take a selfie and send it to Instagram, because they have this system where you can take a selfie. You have to do left, right, up and down, and it gets sent to Instagram, and then they can verify if it's you by looking at your pictures on your phone, on your Instagram, to work out if it is you. I have not heard back. I've done it twice and I've not heard back. I have not. So yeah, I've been a bit stressed about that. I've been trying to get back into my Instagram and everything. So that's kind of been what has actually just happened. So I was a bit stressed. I lost my creativity for YouTube and content in general, I would say, but also with the losing my Instagram, my main Instagram, losing the access to that for the moment has just made it even more stressful. It just makes me feel like I don't want to post content if it has to be, it's got to be. And like what I will try to do is see if I can delete that my old main Instagram or change the username, the profile picture, so I have so you don't get confused. And if need be, that may my new Instagram might have to be my new main Instagram, which isn't what I want. Um, that isn't what I want, or anything like that. It's yeah. I'm so glad that I had this backup Instagram. Um, but yeah, it's just like really frustrating that they don't have like human contact, and the only human contact that you can have is if you're verified. That's why I verified myself, and I'm paying for that subscription because I want to get back into my main Instagram. Um, and other than that, if I don't have my main Instagram, I don't know what I would do um, because yeah. Good evening. It is now 10 o'clock in the evening. I am just about to do my evening skincare, brush my teeth, and then I'm going to get into bed. So I just wanted to say thank you for spending the day with me. What I'm going to try and start to do, and what I quite like to do, is I want to try and make vlogs more aesthetically pleasing as possible, and very much more like put together for majority of it, but then we have some bits where it's a bit more like chatty. So what I mean is like have aesthetic pleasing bits like in the morning. Let's say I can have a cup of tea, light a candle, doing things like that. Um, with a bit of chatty, and then we'd have a bit of an aesthetically pleasing couple of clips, then chatty, couple of more aesthetically pleasing, more chatty, and yeah, I really want to try and do a bit of a mixture. I love put together vlogs. I love aesthetically pleasing vlogs, but I also quite like to chat as well. So I thought what I could do is try and do the exact same. So try and put a lot of effort into my vlogs. Now, my goal is also to film a lot more during the day as well, like a lot more during the day. So, for example, even if I have breakfast, tidy up the kitchen slightly, and I start the vlog by making myself a cup of tea, lighting a candle, sitting in the living room, saying good morning, heading upstairs, to get ready for the day, and so on. You know, that's that. Or even if it's like as soon as I wake up, you know, we're heading downstairs, we're making breakfast, you know, radio on, making breakfast, and then going through my day. You know, I kind of want to start vlogging with the whole entire day. Well, in terms of like a daily vlog, obviously, if it's a weekend vlog or a week in my life, then yeah, it might be more pick up the camera whenever I'm doing something. But I'll try, obviously, even with those, to make it a bit more like a full day. But yeah, I'm also going to just try and film a video, which I will save for the Wednesday and Sunday's YouTube videos. So when they go live on when this video goes live on YouTube, I would have a YouTube video. I would have a TikTok and Instagram reel to go live at that time as well. I don't know. But anyway,